Right, so we're here, and this is the Thunderace that Zach's going to build up. So the first thing that he needs to do is take it to bits, because he needs to clean the frame properly. Zach, put that over there, and if it blows down it won't hit car. So he's going to take the front end off, he's going to take the swinging arm out, stuff like that, so there's just a bare frame, and I'm going to get him to clean the frame, and then Zach, and then once he's cleaned the frame he can start putting it back together. Obviously I'll get all the bearings for it and stuff like that if it needs any, and then this is more about Zach learning how to do stuff with motorbikes, because he's had a few before and he's not been right good, so I'm going to teach him now how to do it, although I'm not fucking an expert myself, but I've stripped a few of these down in my life and I know what to do and stuff like that. So anyway, so this is it. So we're going to do it while the rain's off. There's a bit of a blue sky up there, so we're going to get cracked on. So the first job is to do what?
Clean it.
No.
That's what you said.
Strip it.
Yeah, but then clean it as well.
Right, so we're going to get a box so you can put all the stuff in, and that's it. So I'll keep showing you his progress. Right, I'll give you one guess what's happening now. Yep, did you guess? Of course you did. That's all it ever fucking does round here is fucking rain. So Zach is now slowly taking it to bits. He's just taking the under tray off now. So we'll see how he does with that. So we're getting there slowly. So it's just been absolutely bouncing down for about half an hour. So we've come back out now, and Zach has now got the under tray off and stuff like that. So he's just taking that hugger off. So we're getting a pile of fucking bits here, look. So I don't know what's happened there, look, but somebody's fucking chopped something off there.
Have you got a 10-wheel spanner?
So once he's got that hugger off, then he'll take this off. Obviously that's just 2 bolts there, look, and there. And then we're down to literally a rolling chassis then. So eventually he's going to get the front end off and the swinging arm out, so there's just a frame, and then it's easier to clean. You can turn it upside down and do all sorts and get a wire brush on it and clean it and degrease it. And then once he's done that we can start putting it back together. So, which is good. Like I say, if it needs any head bearings I'll get some. If it's got the normal round ball bearings in, I'll buy some head taper bearings. If it's got some taper bearings in, we'll check them and we'll just re-grease them and stuff like that. I'm undecided whether to do the wheel bearings or not, because like I say, it's literally 25 quid a wheel. So do we do it at this stage when it's easier or what? I don't know. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. All I want to do is get a working bike that we can sit and ride for as little money as possible. But on the other hand, I want it to be right, if that makes sense. So I don't want to fucking bodge it up or out. I want it to be, you know, right. The panels are all fucked, so I'm seriously thinking about buying a set of them Chinese fucking things. So we'll have to see what that's like. Anyway, so I'll give you an update in a minute. So he's getting there now slowly. All he's doing now is just taking the clutch pipe off, hydraulic pipe. No, Zach, leave them on, because they're the brakes. They're not in way. It's just that that was in the way, hanging down on it like that. Right, so he's been doing this himself, and what I've done is I've tried to teach him that, you know, if you take something out, just put it back in, the nuts, like there, look, as well, and you don't lose them then. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I don't know, it's a blue sky now. So obviously the remaining thing to do now is to take the swinging arm out, and it's to take the front end off. So I don't know if we're going to do that today or not, but this is obviously, George told us that, well, I'll do a walk round. So this is obviously just now a rolling chassis. So I suppose you could take the rear sets off, couldn't you? You could take the rear sets off and take these off, and then we're down to, you know, we really get into a bare frame then. So what do you think we should do? So do you want to take the passenger foot pegs off and then the rear sets off? And then we can take the rear caliper off, and stuff like that, and then we can do that. So I'll come back to you when he's done that. Right, so that's just going to take these off now, this thing here, and the rear seat lock. So with them two bolts there, Zach, as well. So it's got all the rear sets off. So at the end of that, basically, it's just the swinging arm and the front end. Now, and then he'll have to clean the frame then, and get all the frame cleaned up and stuff like that. So that'll take a bit of degreasing. Might even take it down to power wash actually. What we might do is, yeah, I might start putting the bike away. Put all that shit in there, all this pile of shit. Throw that in shed, in unit, and then we might get the swinging arm out, the front end off, fucking jab a load of degreaser on it, and then take it down to power wash and just give it a blast. Nah, I'll leave them on, Zach. Might as well leave them on then. So, right, we'll decide what we're going to do in 2 minutes. There's a small adjustable in there that'll do that. So Zach's going to take the front end off now. So he's going to take the front end off. And then he's going to take the side stand off. Oh, we might be able to leave that on actually, and degrease that at the same time. And then he's going to pull the shock absorber and the swinging arm and the wheel off together, all in one go. And then we'll degrease it. Right, it looks like it. Which way are you going?
That way.
Right. Looks like he's struggling with that. Is it really that tight? Right, hang on then. Hang on, Zach. Hang on. Right, so we had to use the extension bar for that because it was a bit solid. You can see there, look. Loads of rust. So the rust has just started to grab it. Don't take them all the way out, just loosen them. Right. And then we will see if this has got the original ball bearings or the taper bearings. Right, I've just found that on the floor, so I don't know if that's off this piece of shit or not, I don't know. But anyway. So what I'll do is I'll just film when he's ready just to drop the front end out. No, it needs to be hand tight. Right, so it's still got the original round bearings in. So I'm going to film him now taking it off, so don't fuck it up. So remember what I said, right?
Right, I need to lift the frame up.
Right, we'll lift it up then, nice and slowly. Whoops, there you see, right. You lift the frame up and I'll get hold of this. Right, so there's some wires there you should have undone. Right, so what you're going to do, you're going to, right, be careful where you put stuff, Zach, because you're just balancing stuff on mudguard. And we don't want to lose out.
I couldn't really put it anywhere else when I had thing. Right.
Don't forget the wire at this side. That's it. Right, so lift the frame off now. I think that's come undone, Zach.
Yeah.
So if you lift the frame off. Right, just put that back on the floor. Lay it down. Right, now put stuff back on there in reverse order. Yeah. So the first thing is that bearing. So put the bearing on. The bearing. Right, now that, no, other way, because that sits in the bearing. Right, so now one of them nut things that you unscrewed. No.
Is that going after when you put the first one on?
This is what I mean, you've got to remember how you take it off. Right, so screw one of them in, just hand tight, other way around, because you can see it's clean, look. Just nice and gently, screw it in. Right, so now there was a rubber ring. Where have you put that rubber ring?
Here somewhere.
It's here. You put it there, look. Put that on. Right, screw it down, so that because the other one needs to go on. Go on, screw it down again, 'cause look, there's still no thread showing. Right, so now it's that washer thing with the two prongs. So, right, so now it's that big round dust cap. Now, no, now it's your yokes, your top yoke. Other way. Other way.
What do you mean other way?
Well, turn it round the other way. That's it. Right, is that not going all the way down? For some reason it isn't, is it? Right, all I would do now is just tighten them up. Nice. Right, don't force it. Just tighten them up. Just tighten that up. And this one. You're going to need an Allen key. Just for now. Right, have you got it? You got the front end? Yeah? Right, back in 2 minutes. Come. Get it a bit closer. Right, so Zach's fucking power washing it. I'll film when it's finished. Right, so we've been to power washer and the power washer was shit because it was only cold water, there were no fucking soap or all like that. But it does look a lot better, I must admit. Obviously power washing's not ideal, but we're gonna get the swinging arm off anyway. Zach, just leave that in and we'll just put this in there. So we're gonna get the swinging arm off on Saturday anyway. So let me just fucking put this up a minute. Right, so like I say, it's not ideal, but it is better than what it was. So on Saturday, we're going to get the swinging arm out and re-grease it. I'm not going to bother replacing these bearings. I'm just going to leave the original ones in and we'll just fucking repack it with grease and put them back on. So that's it. So it is a lot better, I must admit. Even though it's still a mucky thing, isn't it? Right. So that's it. So well done so far. Right. So we're going to get this piece of shit back in unit now, and then do you want to wheel it in, Zach? And just stand it up like that when you get it in there. You might be best going in first and just pulling it in or something. Or whatever. Go on, I'll give you an hand. Just stand it up like it was. No, right, hang on. Right, so that's it, guys.